Guys, how's it going? Hope you guys are all having a great day. Today I wanted to talk about something a little bit more light. I know that the last podcast was a little bit heavy and I got a little bit emotional. So I want to know how many of you find the Real Housewives a guilty pleasure. I am obsessed with the Real Housewives franchise. So I'm super excited about tonight's Beverly Hills episode. I want to say though, I was a little bit upset with the last episode that I watched because I know there's a lot of things going on with ERIKA, and I know that she's clearly not right. Who can be right, like feel right and act right when all of these things are being thrown at you. So I get that, she's not herself and that it's, I don't know, hard for sure, hard and embarrassing, guys. Like, it's embarrassing, right? If she didn't, and then we're just going off the basis that she didn't know. If she didn't know what her husband was up to, then honestly, I don't know. I give her props for even showing her face, like, out in public, because that is despicable. It's gross. It's just gross. Anyway, did I like the fact that she basically said she doesn't care about anybody but herself when people's lives were lost in some of these court cases, and some of these events? Like, no, I didn't like that. And I particularly think that they probably shouldn't have aired that because it it's really, really bad. Like, it's such a bad look. I think that unless you're a robot, you have to have some sort of feelings and emotions towards something like that, especially if you're claiming that you didn't know anything about it. My heart would be broken if I had found out that my partner did all of these things to, these people that have gone through so much already, and they're owed that money. They're entitled to that money. That's their money. I would be absolutely heartbroken. But and I definitely agree with everybody. I would have given up the earrings. However, I do see the other side of it. It's almost like an omission of guilt if she gives them up. But I maybe would have gone about it a different way, and I would have said, listen, if these are bought with their money, you take them back, you sell them, and you give them what's owed to them. Um, I would have put out a statement like that. So yeah, like, I'm giving them back, but I'm also not saying that I particularly stole them. I'm making a statement, really. She'd be making a statement. I know she had to, she was court ordered to give them back, but she would have made a statement if she had turned around and said, like, you know what? If they were bought with that money, I don't want them. I don't want them. And it would have been a better look for her. This past episode, okay, I know that you guys are like such Sutton fans, but I just can't. Someone get her a doctor, a therapist, something, because her emotions are all over the place. Like, one minute she's biting someone's head off, the next minute she's crying, the next minute she's strong. Like, I really think that deep down Sutton is a good person. I just think that she needs to rein in the emotions. Like, it's like I'm bouncing around from one emotion to another to another to another, and it's like, Sutton, like, calm down, you know. I don't know, that's just my take. Rinna has always been my favorite. I know. I think Rinna does these things to try to stay relevant. I know that she's got, like, her beauty line and her wine now and her acting and stuff, but I do think that she does try to. I mean, listen, guys, let's face it. If you bring the drama, you stay on the show, right? That's how it is. They want the girls that bring drama. That's why all the girls we love to hate have been on the shows forever. And the ones that are kind of having boring storyline is they get cut. Like, look at Teresa Giudice. Like, love to hate Teresa. You know, I sit there and I watched this last season and I thought to myself, you're such a hypocrite. Like, I don't understand. And I love Teresa. Like, I love, you know, but like, trust me, if we had to go team to versus team, it would be Team Teresa all the way. But because I just think that I think Melissa's a good person. I just think that I don't know. Honestly, the fact that you take a selfie every 5 seconds, like it's mind boggling to me. You're a beautiful girl. You know, you're also a mom. You know, I know that you're like a celebrity, whatever, but like to sit there and constantly be like doing a pose, girl, girl, just stop. Just stop. Um, but anyways, yeah, the villains stay on the show, right? And the people that have, you know, boring storylines, they just don't. So I think that's why Rinna does what she does. And, you know, unfortunately, I think this time it may have bit her in the butt because I just don't think they're going to bring her back. But she will be missed. I will say that. You know, and then who else? Dorit? Well, you know, Dorit, as much as you love Dorit, really, what's her storyline? I mean, I feel bad that her house got broken into and she was held at gunpoint. Like, that's horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. But, you know, other than that, really, her storyline is not, you know, who else? We have Diana, which, okay, unpopular opinion, I kind of like her. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of like her. But yeah, you know, people were pointing out that she licks her lips a lot, and now I can't unsee it. So now every time I see her, she's constantly licking her lips, and I'm constantly catching it, and I'm like, oh my god, stop licking your lips. Like, if your lips are chapped, please go get chapstick, go get some lip oil, some gloss, please. Okay, and then who? Oh, and then we have Crystal. Crystal, you know what? I think Crystal is very mature for. I think she's the youngest. If she's not, correct me, but I believe she's the youngest. And I think that Crystal is actually very mature. I think that she has a very real problem within her eating disorder. I think that's a really real problem, and I think that she should talk to somebody and remedy it. And I think that yeah, it's a real problem. And I don't like how, you know, people are like kind of just going around it, like how ERIKA made those comments, oh, like, you can't eat that, or hey, like, you know, it just take a laxative. And I'm thinking to myself, like, really, like, you're very insensitive. Like, this is a real thing. Now listen, maybe in Hollywood, maybe in Beverly Hills, maybe it's a thing there. Maybe it's so common there that for me, you know, I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe I don't know. But anyway, my point is that I like Crystal. She doesn't really bring any sort of drama to the show, but I do like her. Kathy. What can I say? Kathy is the funniest chick, to be honest with you. Like, she doesn't even say anything, and you could just laugh because is she really that ditzy, or is she just acting? Does she not know? Like, what? Every time Kathy speaks, I'm just like, huh? What? No, that can't be right. Like, she cannot be for real. But love Kathy. Absolutely adore her. And I think that I got them all. But anyways, guys, I am super excited for tonight's episode. Really just so excited about it. And yeah, maybe we'll recap on tomorrow's show. What do you think? I think maybe I will recap on tomorrow's show. We'll see. We'll see. Because, you know, a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff is probably gonna blow up this time, because apparently there's this whole secret with Kathy and Rona and Kyle and whatever. Kyle. What can I say? Kyle is like, I don't know. Kyle, I don't even know what to really say about Kyle, because Kyle is very like up and down, up and down, up and down. Like, with Sutton, she's like, Sutton, I love you. Without Sutton, why are you doing that? Why are you acting like that? Don't be so dramatic. But you know what, Kyle? When you're crying, Do you want someone to say, don't be so dramatic? Or do you want someone to be there? Because that's what friends do, right? Friends are there for you. Unless it's someone out of your group of five, right? Okay. So that's my take on that. Garcelle, I like I said before, I really like Garcelle. I think Garcelle is such a straight shooter. I do think though she should have just gone up to ERIKA. I mean, I know she had that conversation with ERIKA, but I think that she should have just not said anything about it to anybody else because guys, guess what? If you talk to Kyle and you talk to Dorit about it, guess what? It's gonna get back to ERIKA. If you wanted to speak to someone about it, why don't you speak to Sutton or Sheree? So that's my take on that. Anyways, guys, that's it for today's show. I think that tomorrow we'll recap and then maybe we'll get into a deep conversation about, some hardships. And let me know if you want me to continue the story from yesterday. I have to take a break when I start telling stories about my life because it's it affects me a lot. So, hence why I started this podcast really was to talk about pop culture, yes, trials, yes, mostly, and obviously Real Housewives, and Vanderpump Rules, because I love, 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 but mostly because I do have, this is a great way for me to express my feelings and my, the things that I've gone through in life. It's really a great way for me to get it all out there. And you know what? If it helps somebody, it helps somebody. Or if you know somebody that needs help, again, it's not a professional opinion. This is just personally my opinion, my experiences. But maybe we'll get into a little bit of a deeper conversation tomorrow, or for the next podcast. And then, guys, I got a little bit of a secret to let out. I think that I might start doing videos instead of doing podcasts, but I'm going to stick to podcasting right now. But I will definitely keep you all posted when I do lives and upload videos and stuff like that. Anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Yeah, and that's that. Have yourselves a wonderful day, and we'll chat tomorrow.